my beautiful raindrops, what's up? And welcome back to my channel. I'm in a good mood today, the sun's out. Welcome to the first Cambridge video. Wow, I realised I haven't even done a Cambridge video yet, and I'm like, wow, over 3 months later. This is the video you guys have been waiting for. I wanted to be on it for a few months, settle down with it, got a new job, lots of new things happening in my life. So I just wanted to settle down a little bit before I shared my wisdom and my experiences being on the Cambridge. Sorry, I've got no lashes on, I look a little bit bare. Yeah, so I feel a bit naked without them today, so you're gonna have to excuse the girl. I might blink a couple of times. If you guys haven't been on it for long, I have been on the Cambridge a couple of times in the past. Let's just say I had an accident in December last year, doing Katie Price.
I was held at gunpoint with Junior Princess in South Africa. Yeah. My mum being told she was dying. My German Shepherd got killed on my driveway. My horse got killed outside my house on the dual carriageway. Harvey had a kidnap threat. Then I caught my husband cheating again. Yeah, last year in December, I fell over, had a nasty fall, and I went through a massive stage of depression. And the first thing I've learned being on the Cambridge, if your mind's not in a good place, you're not going to do well on it. You've got to make yourself some nice surrounding. You've got to have an understanding crowd of people. Because it's a sacrifice, you know. You do lose a lot of your social life for a while. Not going to lie, that is the case. Not easy. It's one of the hardest things you can do. Hardest thing I've ever done. Here we are. In less than 3 months, I've lost just over 5 stone. So I'm going to tell you all about the last 3 months being on the Cambridge. To do's and not to do's. I was in a really bad stage of depression in December. I fell over, I had an accident, really injured my back in the back garden. I still have anxiety walking down them steps in the back garden, believe me. You know me, guys. I walk out that front door and get hit by a comet. Trust me. You could wrap me in bubble wrap and put me in one of those stray jackets and put me in a padded room and I will still find a way to fall over and break something. The last few years, I was in a very toxic job. Was not good for me, but I stayed there. I stayed there because I thought that's what I had to do. But when I fell over, hurt my back in December, went through this horrible depression, something clicked in me. I know it sounds daft, and I've said this before in my vlogs, I feel like I've been given a second chance of life just after Christmas. Something really clicked in. I thought, I need out. I need to get out of this horrible depressing pit. Went upstairs, got rid of all my old clothes, got rid of all my old things that just made me re-experience being in like these really horrible times. I'm gonna use the last bit of my sickness money and start buying Cambridge products. So that's what I did, and it was quite a risk. And then just after that, I got offered a new job. Yes. Good. The first thing I would say is make the best environment for yourself. It's not easy. It's one of the hardest diets you can go on. So my weight is quite stubborn. Believe me, my mum when I was little, I have been on every diet imaginable since I can remember. My whole childhood was just counting calories, being on these dodgy diets, passing out school. That's another story. My weight will drop for like a stone, then it will stop. So being on the Cambridge is the only thing that I've been on where my weight keeps going down. It might not suit certain people, it might suit people. It's not for everybody. It's not easy. Obviously you can't drink on it, you can't party on it, you can only eat their product. If you've been on my channel for a while, obviously you've seen like how good of a place I was in last time I was on it. It showed me a link to one of my old videos, one of my old Cambridge videos. Just showed me like, sorry. It just showed me what a bad place I got into, and I felt like I couldn't get out of it. And I tried to go back on the Cambridge, especially with my toxic job. I couldn't do it. Thank God I've got setting spray. Don't mind me, girl. I did not think I was gonna get emotional this early in the video. Throw the mirror across the room. 7 years bad luck? Yes, please. I was in a really horrible place. And then when I saw that video during December that my mate sent me and went, oh my God, do you remember when you was going through that? And it was an old Cambridge video that I'd done in the past, like about 5 years ago. And I just got so sad because I just thought, I want to be back there. I want to be back in that really good place in my life. I know it sounds daft, but I sat there and I said, I want that back. I want that old Khloe back. I was just living day by day, eating my feelings. Obviously, it was a shock to the system.
Oh, my eyes are stinging.
And that hit me. I was like, wow, it is partially my fault, but at the same time, I let my depression and my toxic surroundings literally make me go a million steps back. And I thought, I want that life back. That hit me. I used my last part of my sick money to pay for the product, throw away all my old clothes and all the things that kept bringing me back to that horrible spot I was in, just in that horrible negative energy I was stuck in. You can't just jump on it and go, oh teehee, I'm gonna jump on it. You can't do it. It's one of the most disciplined diets you could ever go on to. Started on New Year's Day. Since I started my new job, because it's only like a couple of hours in the morning, a couple of hours in the afternoon, it's not so much mental and physical strain on me. Now, I'm not telling you just like change your job or anything. Don't blame me for changing your job for being able to do this. Sorry. I can tell you a million times, it's the hardest thing you can do. You do sacrifice a lot. Since then, I've been in the best place ever. Being on the Cambridge for me this time, obviously it's been hard, but like it's been a million times easier than the last couple of times I've been on it, because I just wasn't in a good place. If you're not in a good place and you're not in a good mindset and you're not in a good mental health spot, you can't do it. My consultant wants to stay private, which is absolutely understandable. I'm not a Cambridge consultant. I can't give you health advice or anything like that for this. Jump on the Cambridge website and you can fill it all in and find your nearest consultant. The last 3 months of my life, it shifted massively. Not just health-wise, but mentally. This risk was so worth it. It felt like a sign. As soon as I let go of something that weren't good, a load of new things come to a point where like I turned my phone off. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I wasn't well. And this is the thing, some people got upset with that, but I wasn't well. Seeing those videos when I was smaller and then I was in a good place, that was just, I was like, wow, what the have I let myself get to? Like, it got that bad. It got bad, girl. Second thing I done was got rid of all the clothes and all the things that just took me back, because when you go on something like this, it feels like you're reborn. Then you're going through this really long phase of discipline. It's not easy. It is a risk. You do lose a lot of your social life, but what you have to say to yourself is, it's just temporarily. Got rid of my old clothes that made me feel baggy. I thought, no, I want to have something on me, even if it's tight and not covering myself up. I want to say to myself in the mirror, this is me. It's going to look different every week. I am on step 1, so I live on 4 products a day. So that can be bars, that can be their shakes in the sachet, their soups in a sachet, or their pasta meals in a sachet. You can go for little cartons. I'm not really into the cartons. I mean, I like to order like a couple and have them spare, because you never know when you need them, in case you're out for a while. So you never know when you need them. I'm mainly more of like a pasta meal kind of gal, and more the soups at the moment. I'm not really into the shakes at the moment. I probably will be when the weather gets warmer. It's more heartier and more cozier to like have like the pasta meals and the noodles and all the soups and stuff. Depending on your BMI, your lifestyle, it will vary and you'll be put on a certain number plan. I decided to go on step 1 because I said, no, I want to do this because I want to challenge myself. And she was like, are you sure? And I was like, no, do it. A large amount of people are not going to agree with what I do, and that's okay, because there's something for everybody, you know. This suits some people, sometimes it doesn't. I like it because it's practical. I don't have to end up burning the house down cooking something. I burn water, girl, trust me. Another challenge is the water. Now, like, some people have been asking me, how do I keep that water going? It is the bottle. The bottle is key for me personally. I bought a 2.5 litre bottle here. I got from Temu a while ago, and then I bought the smaller version of it, so that's easier for me to carry around. Once I've done that big bottle, I think it's just under 2.5 litres. I know once I've done that, I've done most of it, refill it, and then I go to about halfway again. So then I've done about 3.5 to 4 litres a day. When you've got a right bottle with a wide straw, it's so much easier to drink out of. Now, another thing that I do to make water intake easier is the flavourings. Trust me, they are amazing. And when you get the vegetable flavour, so much better, especially in the winter. It saves your ass. Tea and coffee you can still have, but I think depending on what type of milk you use, I think there's different allowances. I don't keep track of my daily allowance of milk, but I don't go over it, because I just have a few cups of coffee in the morning. I take one for me to work with me, so it keeps me going, keeps my brain going, and then when I come home I have another couple of cups of coffee. A new rule of mine is I do not have any caffeine after 6. Oh no, girl, it's not good for me. Does not suit me at all. Not good with ADHD. So yes, I have ADHD. How are you doing? Hunger, yes, does happen a lot. It does, not gonna lie. You want to bite someone's head off the first couple of weeks. Tea, coffee stops you from murdering someone. I'm not joking. So my basic routine at the moment is have one about 6:30, so for when I go to work for 7, and then I'll have another one about 2 before I leave to work in the afternoon, come back about 5 to 6, and I have the third one, and the fourth one I don't have one later than 8:30. For some weird reason, I don't know whether it's an ADHD thing, if I have food too late in the evening, my brain just jump starts itself and it will not close off. I can't get shut eye. I can't switch off. It's bad. I've lost just over 5 stone in 3 months. Last week it was weird because I hit 12 pounds last week, and that is mad. That's a lot. So I will be filming a daily routine of what I do. The week after next week, I'm not entirely sure. Whenever they come out hard. Another thing I do is always have something on the go. You never know. I work in a car. I always have a few bars in that cubby hole at the ready. So if I'm in traffic or anything, I can just pull up and have one. Whatever you can do to stop yourself getting sidetracked, always have a product in your bag. Always have like maybe like the shaker in your bag. I'm not really into the shakes at the moment. One thing I find handy about the shaker at the moment is the 220 something level. So when you have most of the soup, that's how much of the water you need. Fantastic. Yeah, so always have something on the go. And if you're going to your friend's house or whatever, just bring something with you. If they've got a microwave, they've got a kettle. I'm pretty sure everyone in the UK has a kettle. I mean, come on. We are the country of tea. We are the city of tea. Another thing that I started doing, I decided to get the smaller version of my water bottle that I have, because bringing that big fat water bottle everywhere, oh god girl, not a good idea. It's heavy. Going out is not easy. It's the hardest thing you can do. It's like an addict going out around temptation. So the first few months you do go on it, you just don't leave the house. I was diagnosed with BED when I was in my early 20s, so I have been struggling with that. So I'm going to tell you some things that were weird at the beginning. The first thing, I don't sleep. For 4 days straight after I started it, I did not sleep a wink. I don't know why. It happened. I think weird side effects happen to different people, but that was bad. Now I go to sleep about like 9-10 o'clock most times, so then I get up for like 5 o'clock in the morning, which I sleep longer now, which is weird. Ever since I've been little, I've never slept. Well, because the demons in here. That part of your life you do have to sacrifice is your social life. That is something you got to prepare yourself for, and then you have to slowly go back into society, which ain't easy. Like me, I've only just started to slowly go around my friend's house and we're going out for a drive. At the moment I don't go to parties or family parties or anything because again there's temptation. Not easy. You have to do things to distract yourself, like watching too much Netflix. Another weird side effect I've had this time is TMI. If you don't like menstrual look away for a few minutes. My periods have come back with a vengeance, and they are horrendous. I don't know if any of you have experienced that, but that's been horrendous. The end of the TMI warning. Another thing is your breath. When you go in ketosis, oh god girl, your breath is bad. So I always have a bottle of B12 mouthwash with me. I have one in my work car, I've got one in my own car, and I also have one in my handbag at the ready. I thought I turned it on silent, man. Shut up! Crankiness happened quite a lot this time. The first couple of months was bad. If I'm like 1 or 2 hours late having a product, oh god girl, my mum and dad know about it. They know about it. Moodiness can happen. A lot. Like a lot. A lot. Do not keep buying clothes. As much as you hate it, don't keep buying clothes. Just buy clothes every few months, because there's just no point, because you lose 2 clothes sizes in 3 working days. Another thing as well, bit of TMI again, but going to the bathroom a lot. So you pee a lot. I ain't gonna lie, you pee a lot. 2 years ago I started getting symptoms of IBS. I basically diagnosed myself the natural way, because I like to go the natural way first. I've got IBS. Hi, how are you doing? So I'm quite used to living on the toilet. And also you have the Cambridge poops. It's only when you first start, which was weird because I was really badly constipated when I started. So then I started to have a green tea every morning, and then after that I was okay. Oh god girl, the first few weeks I was on it, I did not go number 2 at all. Me and the girls were like laughing about it because they always joke about how much I need the toilet. This is where my life has come to, filming myself, telling you guys how often I go to the lavatory. But then once your body gets like into it, it slowly passes. I know I've done a vlog recently, like having a cheat weekend. That's one thing that keeps me going, is like looking forward to the next cheat weekend. Some people don't want to do that, that's fine. As soon as I have a cheat weekend, I get excited to go back on plan. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this for. I'm going to go on step 1 as long as I possibly can. Ideally want to lose like another 10 stone roughly. That might not be for everybody, but that is for me. I've enjoyed being on step 1 because it's been a challenge for me and I've been pushing myself, and it's been fantastic for my mental health. Some people like to go on it for a couple of months and they can't do it anymore, so they go on step 2. I found step 2 personally more difficult because, you know, I burn water. I burn water, girl. So cooking is not really good for me. So that's why I've liked the products, because they're practical, they're easy to do, an easy system to follow being at home. And when you've got a foodie dad and they like a nice meal, not good when they cook around it. The smell of food drives you mad. insane. I've just learned to go upstairs and do my own thing now. Let me on YouTube and talk to the camera. Whatever you can do to distract yourself when these sort of occasions happen, it helps. It makes you dodge a bullet. Always the first few weeks that is the hardest. My advice would be stay away from the kitchen as much as possible. So guys, that has been my experience so far. I think I'll be roughly doing one of these a month. These sort of sit down, catch up with you kind of videos. I think every like couple of months I'll be doing like a daily routine being on the Cambridge, because your routines change. You find little hacks as well that help you along the way. If you're about to go on it, good luck, believe in yourself. And if you're in a bad place like I was, maybe a challenge like this might be the best for you. I'm not a mental health doctor. Can you imagine me being a mental health doctor? Of course! Viagra for everything. Can you imagine that? Just Viagra for everything. If you're about to start it, good luck. You can do it. There's a lot of risks that you've got to take, like your social life and everything like that, but it's only temporarily. Just look forward to buying nice new clothes for yourself, your next cheat day. I shouldn't be encouraging you to do that. If you've got any questions about water or anything, please don't ask me, because I'm not a health professional. Please make sure you ask your consultants, because I get so many questions about health parts of it that I should not be answering. I'm just on this and experiencing in this and just sharing my experience to you. And if you've been on it for a while, how are you doing? Tell me down below. Let's all comment and share our experiences and encouragement. I'd love that. I had to get rid of a lot of things for my life to get better, and I do believe I've had a second chance in life. And where I was so overweight, I was ill and I could have died. Let's just face it, I could have died. And I feel like I have had a second chance in life. I do feel like my gods have given me a second chance of life. I know you guys probably don't believe in all that, but I do. It's the best thing I've done in years. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that helped you out just a little bit. If you guys enjoyed that, please make sure you subscribe right down there, and make sure you press on that tingly bell so you know when I next do a video. And I'll see you beautiful little raindrops in the next video. Ta-da!
Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Catch a break.